So it's 9 months since the coronavirus hit our shores, and it seems as if things are getting worse instead of better. Many of us have become fatigued with the containment measures. And what's the antidote for this? Chief Executive Officer and Senior Partner for Above or Beyond, Dr. Sandra Palmer, not for the first time, joins us here on Smile Jamaica. Morning, Doc. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Neville. How you doing?
Can't complain. Long time I don't see you. Give thanks. Good to see
Long
you.
time. Happy holidays.
And to you too and your family.
Thanks.
What is pandemic fatigue?
Pandemic fatigue. You know, a simple way I'll explain it. If you think of somebody who is lifting a weight, Neville, and the first time you lift it up, it's not very light, but it's manageable. You know, it's quite easy. The more you continue to lift that weight, then you find that the muscle starts to get very tired and the strength in the muscle is reduced. And as you continue, you find that your form is going to get very bad. And as you continue, you realize that it's more challenging and eventually the muscle is going to fail. You won't be able to lift the weight at all. Think of that at a mental level. That's what pandemic fatigue is about.
What is
Doing the heavy lifting over and over and over.
what is the antidote for that?
Okay, so how do we deal with this? Because it's so hard to be on high alert constantly. We're not wired for that. We're wired for fight and flight. But this extended period of stress, we're not wired for that. And so, you know, we have to find a way to deal with the uncertainty and the lack of control and all the things that we're losing. And one of the first things that I would suggest that we do is that we really have to just reflect and accept. I mean, this pandemic has taught us so much. We have come to realize some of the things that we can do, the pivots that we can make that months ago we thought would have been impossible. We can do some deep breathing, you know, meditate, try and calm yourself. You have to find time to take a break and do something that is fun and relaxing, you know, whether it's a luxurious bath, whether it's, you know, going for a walk, doing some exercise safely, whether outdoor or you're going to do it indoors, and you can link up with friends and do it virtually using the same music. And another thing you can do is get dressed at home and have, you know, a fancy dinner. And it's not about the food. It's really about dressing up and being in that mode and that moment and just enjoying life.
Yeah.
I would also suggest that you don't doom scroll. You know, don't spend a lot of time consuming negative news and negative information. You actually can have what I call, media overexposure. Not that you should not pay attention to what is happening and you should not be listening to the news, but you want to limit your consumption to some extent, you know, and restore and replenish yourself. You can't give from an empty vessel, and you have to carve out. You have to carve out time for yourself. You know, some of those ideas should work very well. You know, if you just take the time to focus on you and those in your immediate bubble. And, you know, a big thing about it, Never, is that, you know, we have to accept what is and not just put our lives on hold, waiting on this thing to blow over. You know, it's going to be with us for a little while. Although there is a vaccine, it's going to take quite a while for it to trickle down for most persons to get it. And so I would say, you know, you are not going to let down your guard. This is not the time to let down your guard, although we're feeling a little sick and tired of this COVID-19 thing. But neither is it the time for us to just wait it out. You know, you can't put off living. You know, I always say living is a constant state. You can't put it off. So you have to enjoy as much as of it, irrespective of what is happening around you.
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this interview. I asked you one single question, and well, I asked you two, and you took it all the way to the end. Fantastic to see you, and I hope you are practicing what you are preaching.
Oh, definitely. We went virtual months ago, and we're doing very well at it, and it's a new normal, never.
Yeah. Well,
we just need to make the shifts and make the pivots. And as I said to you, the listeners, do not let down your guard.
All right.
In the beginning, everybody was on high alert. We were isolating, following the social distancing and the mask wearing because we were in that moment.
Okay,
You know?
I have to jump in. I have to jump in because we have to go to news. I pray that you
All
and
the
your
best.
family. I pray that you and your family will be safe over the holidays. Good to see you.
Okay, keep
God bless you.
vigilant. Bye.
Yeah, man. Chief Executive Officer and Senior Partner for Above or Beyond, Dr. Sandra Palmer. Still to come, folks, we read your wish list letters. And the Honourable Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, will stop by to tell us about the Live Good and Get the Guns campaign. That comes up after the second edition of News in 5. Stay with us, please.